you said that it was important to you not to repeat a previous work and you wanted to push yourself. But one of the things you also did with this story is the interconnectivity of the characters and the stories. We see this in Madhouse, and we see some repeat characters in this book. I mean, not necessarily repeats, but there was one person that she says she's seen before, and we think she is, but we're not so certain if she is. And this interconnectivities of the characters and the stories intertwined. And apparently it also goes back to your first collection. Probably. So I need to ask, you saying that you don't want to do the same previous thing, is that a theme for you to be able to lace all the stories together or make sure that the plot of, because some persons would read that and who has not read Madhouse would just write that off.
Right. I mean, I was those characters who sort of like reappear, and this is a spoiler, I guess. But some of those characters who reappear in People Live Here, it was kind of like a present to my readers. I wanted people who have been, actually like an Easter egg. I want people who have been reading my work to, discover and feel an ownership of my work, because it's kind of like a reward for reading, my work in sequence like that. So it was kind of like a little present that I just placed in People Live Here. But of course, you'd agree that the genre and the world and the setting is entirely different from the Madhouse or the previous manuscript. But I found that, and this was when I was reworking People Live Here in 2020, I realized that all literature in my head exists in one universe. It's the same planet that they all exist in. So it was interesting for me to see how they interact with each other. So even though this is People Live Here is working with different genre, I hope that these characters will be able to be, people who haven't read the Madhouse will be able to, see these characters independent, since they are not the lead characters of People Live Here. So I hope people will have, but for my consistent readers, it was just a little present for them.